Hi everybody, in today's class we will discuss some more details about transportation system in animals. Okay, transportation system in animals, and we are dealing with the pumping organ known as heart. Okay, heart is known as the pumping organ, isn't it? So we are dealing the pumping organ known as heart, and in today's class we will discuss some more details. Okay, so here today we will discuss about where the heart is located, what is the size and what is the shape of the heart, and so on, and we will continue the classes further. So if we see the structure of heart, if we see the structure of heart, okay, sorry, if we see the location of heart, okay, location of heart, where it is located. So location of heart is at the mediastinum. Location of heart is in the mediastinum. Okay, in the mediastinum. So what is mediastinum? Mediastinum is the central space in the chest cavity or thoracic cavity where the heart fits. Okay, it is the central space. It is an area where the heart fits. Okay, it is at the center. Okay, central space of the chest cavity or thoracic cavity. Mediastinum is the central space. Okay, central space of the chest cavity or thoracic cavity. Okay, it is the central space of chest cavity and thoracic cavity, and how it is fitted into the central space or thoracic cavity, and it is fitted, and the heart fits into the cardiac notch. Now what is cardiac notch? Cardiac notch is nothing but the depression in the left lung. For example, these are two lungs. Okay, these are two lungs. For example, these are two lungs. Okay, the left lung will be having a depression. Where the heart fits. So that depression is known as cardiac notch. Okay, cardiac notch. So I have told you in previous class, right? The base of the heart. That means the upper part of the heart is known as base, and the lower part of the heart is known as apex. So this apex is slightly tilted towards the left hand side. So the heart fits into the cardiac notch. What is cardiac notch? Cardiac notch is the depression in the left lung. So cardiac notch is the depression in the left lung where the heart fits. So this is cardiac notch. Okay, so this is our location. This was our location. If we see its size, the size varies in male and female. In male, it is slightly heavier. Okay, due to its weight, in male it is slightly heavier than the female. Okay, so size, if we see size, in male and female. In male and female. If we see its size in male and female. Okay. In males it is 280 to 340 grams. Okay. Sorry, here this is not size, this is weight of the heart. Weight of the heart varies in male and female. So in male it ranges from 280 grams to 340 grams. In females it ranges from 230 to 280 grams. 280 grams. Okay. So this is the weight of the heart. Okay. And weight of the heart, it varies in male and female. So hence the weight of the heart in male it is more, slightly more. So heart of male, they are heavier than the female. Heart of male are slightly heavier than female. Heavier than female. Okay. So this was the weight of the heart. Okay. Weight of the heart. In male it ranges from 280 grams to 340 grams. In female it ranges from 230 to 280 grams. Okay. This was the weight of the heart. And next we will talk of size now. Next we will talk of size. Okay. So now we will see what is the size of the heart. Okay. Normally when we talk of the size of the heart, it is the size of your fish, isn't it? Size of your fish. So size, if we talk of, it is the size of your tight closed fish. It is the size of your tight closed fish. Okay, when you close your fish, okay, to the non-working hand, that is the size of your heart. That is the size of your heart. So next, if we talk of shape of the heart, okay, shape of the heart, it is slightly triangular in shape. It is slightly triangular or conical shape. Okay, it is slightly triangular in shape. Okay, how it is triangular in shape? See, the base of the heart is slightly broader, and the apex of the heart, okay, the apex of the heart is slightly narrower. So this gives the shape of the triangle. Okay, shape of the triangle. So the heart is slightly triangular in shape. Okay, triangular in shape. And in the previous class we saw that how the blood flow takes place in the heart. And in this class we will discuss some of the details. Okay, what are present, how the blood flows, and how many bulbs are there. All those things we will discuss in this class now. Okay, we will discuss in this class. Okay, before we could proceed further, we need to know the muscles of the heart, right? So heart is having muscle, the smooth muscle. Okay, that muscle also will have what? 3 layers. It will have 3 layers. Okay, so walls of heart. Simply, walls of heart has 3 layers. 3 layers. How many layers? It is 3 layers. Okay, so the first layer, okay, we will move. Okay, we will see the outer layer first. Outer layer, middle layer, inner layer, inner layer. Okay, there are three layers, right? Outer, middle and inner layer. So the inner layer will move from inside out. So inner layer is known as endocardium. The inner layer, the muscle that is present at the inner layer is known as endocardium, and middle it is myocardium, and outer layer it is epicardium. So heart is having three layers. Okay, for example, this is the inner layer known as endocardium, and middle layer is the thickest layer. And it is known as myocardium. Okay, myocardium is the thickest layer. Please take note of this. It is the thickest layer. Myocardium is the thickest layer, and it is specialized muscle. Because it has to undergo the rhythmic contraction and expansion. That's why this muscle that is present at the middle layer is known as myocardium, which is specialized for the rhythmic contraction and expansion. Okay, that is myocardium. And the outer layer is known as epicardium. Okay, epicardium. Outer layer is epicardium, and in epicardium we also find what? The pericardial fluid. In epicardium we will find pericardial fluid. So this is, for example, pericardial fluid. Why that fluid is present? Because this fluid is going to protect the heart. As it is having smooth muscle, its movement should be frictionless, right? So that's why there are pericardial fluid that will help the heart for its movement without any friction. That means frictionless movement are done by the pericardial fluid. And next, it also protects the heart from mechanical shocks. Okay, this pericardial fluid protects the heart from mechanical shocks. Mechanical shocks, or normally we can call it as jerks, mechanical jerks. The jerky movement of the heart is protected by the pericardial fluid. Okay, so this is the muscles of the heart, or the walls of the heart. How it is made up of? It is made up of three layers. The three layers are nothing but epicardium if it is outer, myocardium if it is middle, and endocardium if it is inside. Okay, so these are the walls that are present in the heart. And next, coming to, okay, proceeding further, if we see, I have not told you in the previous class that the heart will also have valves. Three types of valves are present here. Okay, if you focus on this diagram, you will find three different types of valves. First, okay, valves, and you know that valves function is to check the backflow of the blood. Okay, they will check the backflow of blood. So there are three different types of valves here. First, if we talk of, they are AV valves. Okay, there are, okay, simply according to your NEET foundation textbook, there are tricuspid valves. Next, bicuspid bicuspid bulbs, and the third one is semilunar bulbs. Semilunar bulbs. Okay. So tricuspid bulbs. Tricuspid bulbs always they are present at the right side of the chamber. Okay, right side of the chamber, and here we will find here this is the bulb that is known as tricuspid bulb. Okay, the bulb that is present between the right auricle and right ventricle. Auricle and ventricle between, if it is present, it is known as tricuspid bulb. Okay, and if we see its structure, the bulb structure, it is going to be showing like this shape. Okay, it is having three cusps. It will have three cusps. Here this is one cusp, and this is one cusp, and this is another cusp. So there are three cusps. So this is known as tricuspid bulb. And coming to the left part of our heart. Okay, if we see here we have the bulb that is known as bicuspid bulb. Bicuspid bulb. That means this bicuspid bulb will have only two cusps. Okay, it will have only two. This is one, and this will be another. So total there will be two. This is one, this is another. So there are two cusps present in the bicuspid bulb. Okay, and which are those bulbs that are known as semilunar bulbs? Semilunar bulbs are again two. They are found here. They are found in the at the beginning of the aorta. At the beginning of the aorta. This bulb is known as semilunar bulb, and again one more is present at the beginning of the pulmonary artery. So these two are semilunar bulbs. Okay, semilunar bulbs. So they are also known as tricuspid bulbs because they show three cusps. So they are also known as tricuspid bulbs. Okay. So these are the bulbs. Okay. In previous class, I have told you how the blood flows, right? Okay. Oxygenated blood comes from the lungs and it is picked up by the pulmonary veins. And these pulmonary veins, they will send the blood where? They will send the blood to the right, send the blood to the left atrium. And when it will collect the oxygenated blood, when it is in relaxed condition, then when it contracts, when the left auricle contracts, it is going to pump the blood into the left ventricle. It is going to pump the blood into left ventricle. Okay, this is how the blood flows. It is collected from the lungs. Okay, collected from the lungs. Now, when it collects blood, when it is in relaxed condition. Okay, when this left ventricle is going to contract, the blood flows towards aorta. Here, according to your NEET foundation, questions are asked like this. The blood flows to the aorta and it is supplied to all body parts. Okay, except one part. What is that part? They will ask like this. So your answer should be lungs. Okay, this aorta is not going to supply blood to the lungs, but they will supply throughout our body. So that oxygenated blood is not supplied to the lungs through aorta. Your answer, you should be extra cautious if you are attempting any objective type of questions. So through aorta it goes to the body parts, and the body parts, they have what? Cells, different tissues. So these tissues, they are going to use up the oxygen and the blood is going to become what? rich in carbon dioxide, that means deoxygenated blood. Now that blood is going to be picked up, okay, if it is from the upper part of our body like head, arms and chest, it is collected by superior vena cava, and if it is lower part of your body, abdomen and the limbs, lower limbs, it is the inferior vena cava, and these two vena cava, large size veins, they are going to bring the deoxygenated blood into this right atrium or right auricle. Okay, when it is in relaxed condition, the blood is going to fall here. Next, when it contracts, the blood flows to the right ventricle, and this ventricle, when it contracts, the blood is pumped towards the pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary artery, and this pulmonary artery is divided into two branches right here. This side one branch and this side another branch. So pulmonary artery is going to divide into two branches. So okay, this side pulmonary artery is going to send the blood to the left heart, and this is going to send the blood to the right lung. Okay, this is left lung, and towards this it is right lungs. Okay, there are two lungs, isn't it? So this is how the blood goes there. Now the deoxygenated blood, when it reaches to the lungs, okay, reaches to the lungs, at that moment what happens? This carbon dioxide from the lungs, it is released out, and this blood is going to reabsorb oxygen. Again, that oxygenated blood is going to come to the left atrium. This is how the circulation takes place. And it is known as cardiac cycle. If you are getting any confusion, okay, you can just proceed to the previous video. You can check the previous video of the flow of heart. Here I have just told you about the little information about the flow of blood. Okay, so that is cardiac cycle. And here, very important, as I told you, there are three layers of muscles. Okay, the walls of heart is made up of three layers, and the three layers, here you can see in the previous class also I have told you, this ventricle, the walls of this ventricle, they are having thick wall. Compared to this ventricle. The ventricle that is present towards right is having less thickness than the ventricle that is present towards the left. Okay, right is less and left is more thick. Why? Because they have to supply. When they contract with pressure, this blood goes towards all the body parts through aorta. It reaches to all body parts from top to bottom. So they need more thickness. Okay, and you should remember, okay, the thickness of this wall is less than 3 times of this wall. That means, in other word, we can also say it like this: the thickness of this wall, okay, the thickness of left ventricle is 3 times more than the thickness of right ventricle. Okay, 3 times thickness. Okay, this is very important point. Please take note of this. Okay, 3 times thicker. Okay, 3 times thicker. Okay. Okay, we will continue more information. Okay, we will meet in next class with more information from IIT Foundation. From NEET foundation. Okay, it will be very useful for your NTSC examinations. Thank you students, have a nice day.